All right, we are live. Got Juliet here. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Missed you
hey everyone.
guys. I'm
Why is it not showing
back.
up on my See,
What's
I'm
that?
new as a mod at the same time as I'm going on here for the first time, so I
Very
don't know if that
interesting.
makes it. Oh, there I am, maybe.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just like seeing things weird. You
Oh,
could hear me
okay.
okay though?
Yeah, yeah. You guys could hear us both okay? So we had fun on the trip.
We
It was
did.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We saw a couple shows. The Rockettes Christmas Spectacular, and then
Yeah.
Wicked. So that was a fun time. No, I had a
Wicked is
lot.
still amazing.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it in years, but it's one of my favorites.
Uh,
Um, yeah, she had to deal with me like singing
it was
it once
cute
we
though.
decided we were gonna go. Um,
I'm gonna
it was so
upload for
good.
members. I'm gonna upload some of the videos we took and like pictures and stuff for members. I don't have it yet, but once I get better, I got sick the last day of the trip, guys. So, um, and it was after actually we were already back from the city, so it was, but so I'm just trying to get better now. Slowly getting better, but probably by next week maybe I'll be able to get them up for members, like the videos and the pictures that we took. So
So a few people are asking me about getting robbed by Mickey Mouse.
yeah. Go ahead, you can tell
So
the story.
it's just typical New York shit, really. I'm a New Yorker. I was born, raised in New York. I hate it, honestly. Um, but there were these like a bunch of these really like half-assed Disney characters that were in the center of like Times Square. And it's just like a thing, like they're there, like they don't even try to like they have their own clothes sticking out of their costumes and their head isn't on straight and stuff like that. And they just try to get pictures with people, and then after the tourists take a picture with them, um, they try to get them to give a tip, which is like fine if it's like $1 or something like that. Whatever, it makes for a good picture, I guess, sometimes. But they're so aggressive that like we literally so we started with one, what was it, just Minnie Mouse, right?
Yeah, when I handed her a $5 bill, and she looked at me like it was like, oh, that's it. Like she wanted more
What
for
do you
one
mean she
quick for a
looked at
quick
you? She had
picture.
like a head on though. How do you know
No,
how she
she
looked
took
at
her
you?
head
Like,
off. Remember?
oh, she,
Yeah, she definitely took her head off, and she kind of like looked like she was disappointed for $5. And then the other two hounded me. Was there two more, right? And then they're like, "Hey, please,
I
no,
didn't see
please."
Minnie Mouse take her head off. That's traumatizing. So you're saying it wasn't the real Mickey and Minnie Mouse that caught?
What do you mean they all took their heads off? You don't remember?
I remember my guy that I almost
Because
fought
I
taking
could
his
see
head
their
off.
faces, and they were like all like, because yeah, so they
My
had to
Mickey
have
took
because
his
I'm
head
seeing
off.
their faces, like their real heads. So
Yeah,
that means
so
they would have
we
had to take them off.
she gives Minnie $5, and then, well, first of all, we're taking the picture. Mickey is taking the picture for us of us standing there with Minnie, right? And then immediately, and this like shows in one of the pictures, which is funny because you see Zav's face like looking to the side. She looks like a little scared or something. Another Mickey pops out of nowhere and gets into the picture with us because he's trying to get money also. Um, it was a little
Yeah,
scary for a second though because the Mickey that took our picture came out of nowhere, and then right after that, the other Mickey came out of nowhere. So we
yeah. So I
we
didn't
could have
invite
gotten
them all.
swarmed. No, so
Yeah.
they're trying to get our tips. Anyway, so Zav, being the generous person that she is, gives Minnie $5, right? Minnie apparently takes her head off and gives her a dirty look. Meanwhile, I have the Mickey that took the picture hounding me for money. And I'm like, no, she just gave her $5. That's more than enough for just stopping in a picture with us. And he kept coming up to me, and then he started walking like right next to me as I was walking away. So I had to like put him in his place in front of the children. No,
Yeah, because they can't like, yeah, come on, come on, come on.
no, I really had to say to him, like,
Yeah,
stop,
yep,
don't follow people,
yeah.
back off. And he
They were
did.
they were like following it. Yeah, you did have to. So this is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like almost up in my face too. Not like he would have, I don't think he would have done anything, but he was trying to intimidate me into giving him a tip. He wouldn't have put his hands on me or anything, but still, it's like so obnoxious. Like
Mm-hmm.
that behavior is not okay, dude.
I know. And I didn't even realize. I should have remembered like a picture. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking. I was like, oh yeah, cool. You'll take a picture. I should have realized from even Vegas, like if you get a picture, you have to pay them.
Yeah. Well, it
But
would have been okay if we gave him like $1. I wouldn't care. You know
can
what I
you
mean?
imagine her face if I would have just put out a dollar bill? She would have probably
Listen,
like spit in my face or threw it down
I
or
was
something.
she would have thrown her head on the ground.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
ready. I was considering going back down there the next day and purposely taking pictures of them and giving them nothing. But I was like, nah, that's petty. But they would have
oh, I
deserved
see what
it.
you're saying. Sorry, I was looking at this chat. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I have. Hey, Ashley, can you do the member link? Let me see if I is it member? Hold on, let me see. Is that it? Let's see if that works. I don't even know my freaking things. Ashley, because I'm trying to. Saying Ashley mod can because the Pointer wants the membership link. Oh, I did it. Mine worked. There you go, Pointer lover.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. So what were we saying? Yeah, so it was a blast. We had so much fun. It really was. I had a great time. Great
It was.
vacation. Um, and like I said,
Very
yeah, and then I got
Christmassy, which
sick,
was
but
cool because
I'm
that's what we
getting better.
wanted.
And yeah, it was so Christmassy. It was so, oh yeah. Wait till you see the pictures. Yeah, it was nice. It rained, a little bit, but it was all right. We had our
Yeah.
umbrella and
I don't know, for those of you who live in like not just New York, I'm sure, but like big cities like where it's crowded, when everyone has an umbrella, it's so hard to just like cut
I
through
know, and
people
then
and
yeah,
people's eyes are getting poked out.
yeah, and I'm so
The
short, so
second
you got to
night when it
take
was
it. Thanks, Pointer Lover, for joining. Thank you so much. I'll try
yay,
to get
Pointer
those
Lover.
pictures and videos up. They're not up yet, but I'm going to try to get them up when I start feeling better, probably after Christmas. So hang in there. All right, go ahead.
The
What are you
second
saying,
night
Julia?
that wasn't raining a lot, where we just didn't use the umbrella, that was much better, even though we
Yeah.
got like a little
Yeah, but it
wet,
wasn't too
but
bad. Yeah, I didn't get like wet where I was like uncomfortable, like
right,
soaked.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so
And that was way better. Just not, I never use an umbrella. I hate umbrellas. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if because I just associate them with like just being like, no, this isn't even worth it. You know
probably
what I
from
mean?
being in the
Yeah.
city. Yeah, I could see.
Yeah. I never even realized that.
Yeah. I unsolved cases is saying hi to you, Juliet. Mm.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm not, it
Ah.
is, I see how you could just not look at the chat now, even when I'm sitting here not doing anything. I'm not pulling anything up and I'm still not looking at the chat.
Oh, you're all right. It's it takes you can't always do it. But so anyway, yeah, so we're gonna probably keep this live
Mickey
a little bit
Mousey.
short because what's that?
I
What'd
was
you
just
say?
laughing at the chat. Mickey Mousey, someone said.
Oh, thanks, Irene. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Bowery Boy 505, what is up? Hey, Chobani. Hey, Saul, Megan. All right. So, Juliet, what do you want to start off with? Didn't you want me to bring up any those articles? You want to
Let's
start
do
off with? Go ahead. What?
what, you sounded real excited.
I
What did you
know.
want to start off with?
I was gonna say, um,
Is my picture not showing or is it?
it's showing. Well, no, it's showing on my side. Hold on. Oh, it's not on the YouTube side. And I don't know
I
why
must
it
have.
does that. Autumn always had that problem too, and I'm not sure why. But you guys bear with me. I am somewhat behind in this case, like I said, because I have been sick and then I was on vacation. So that's why I'm hoping maybe you guys can even like fill me in on some stuff too. And then Juliet's been keeping up with a lot of stuff too. So I tried to do a little bit today. What were you gonna say, Juliet, though? Do you want to do the what did you want to go
Let's
over
do the
first?
one with the Uber driver because, like, all right. So you guys know
Okay.
how everyone's talking about like how they got the ride home from the grub truck, and it was a big thing for a while. And then I don't know where I heard this. I thought it was another sorority girl or something drove them home, and then but this remember the sister. What is her name? Kaylee's sister, Olivia, but it's spelled differently, right? She like kept saying Uber like very confidently. So we were all saying like, what? Why would she say Uber? She has a phone, and they're saying like a private party drove her home and stuff like that. It was weird,
Yeah, it was
right?
weird.
So I
Thanks,
thought
Eric
like
Burns. Go ahead.
I
You're
thought we
talking about
kind of
this article, right? Though. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I thought we eventually kind of all came to the conclusion that like it wasn't Uber. That's what I felt.
It wasn't.
Right. And now
Yeah.
this is saying private taxi driver. So this is from today though, right? Is it? Or yesterday? It's something somewhat new. They basically
Yeah.
interviewed the taxi
23rd.
driver.
Oh, see, I didn't even get to read it. Like I said, you guys, I'm a little behind, but I wanted to at
Well, this
least
is
get a
new.
live
This
out
is
there
this
because
is
it's been so long. I wanted to catch up with all you guys. So, but yeah, I haven't even got to reread it. So I'm gonna have you read it. And wow, are you serious? Okay.
I
Let me
know,
make
right?
this
Now it's
bigger.
like it's almost like the more info that comes out, the more
Wow.
confusing it gets.
Are you gonna be able to read it on the screen
I
or
might.
no? Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think so.
Not. I guess you could. Well, I'm gonna have to make it. Look, it's. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, can you? I don't know. If not, maybe.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay, there we go.
All right. It
All
says
right.
the driver who took two of the murdered. Ooh, it just got smaller. No, you're good. Two of the murdered University of Idaho students home the night that they were killed. Broken his silence to tell how he is haunted by the knowledge that his job was to get them home safe, but instead he delivered them to their deaths. Oh, that must suck.
Oh wow.
He sounds like a totally normal, non-suspicious dude, by the way. But I
Okay.
guess we'll all make up our minds ourselves. Speaking for the first time and exclusively to DailyMail.com, the private taxi driver, who is probably the last person to see friends Kaylee Goncalves and Madison Mogen alive, said, "It's weighed on me. I've replayed that night a million times over, trying to think if there was some sign or some detail that something was amiss, but there was nothing." That's interesting. "It's not lost on me that my job was to get these girls home safe, but that didn't really help this time." Okay, scroll down. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you don't want to read that part? Or yeah, it's a part of it, right?
What part? I think I read
Right
everything
here.
that was on there. Oh, I think I'm delayed a little bit. Sorry, hang on. Oh no,
Oh.
it's saying I'm not. All right. "It is approaching 6 weeks since Kaylee and Madison, both 21, were knifed to death alongside roommate Xana Kernodle, 20, and her boyfriend Ethan Chapin, also 20, during the early hours of November 13th.
Wow, you might be on a delay. That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well.
The four were slaughtered across the upper floors of a three-story home on King Street in Moscow, Idaho, while two other students slept in rooms below. The shocking killings marked the first homicides in Moscow in 7 years, and with no lead shared nor suspects named, many have questioned the town's police department's investigators' abilities to handle a crime of such magnitude. Today, the man who drove Kaylee and Madison home has recounted his recollections of that night and claimed that the community is living in fear with little faith in MPD. I'm hearing a lot of that now, too, even more so than before.
Wait, you're hearing a lot of what? That
The little faith in the police
okay.
department. Some of it I feel like is unfounded, but some of it is. I don't know. We could get into that later. So continuing with the article. Speaking on condition of anonymity, he said, "I had known Kaylee and Maddie and Xana too. They would occasionally get rides home, and there was nothing out of the ordinary about that night." So that to me sounds like Uber, right? I guess it could
Wait,
be a
let me
regular
see.
taxi driver.
Wait, speaking of, they would occasionally get rides home, and there was nothing out of the ordinary about that night.
So
I
he
don't
knew them.
know. So maybe it is a private person that they call. Because when I used to take Uber in Colorado a lot, that people would try to do little side businesses. They'll be like, "Hey, if you want me to give you a ride home, I'll give you my personal card." So that might have happened
Yeah.
where then like they have him as a
Mm-hmm.
personal, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. I don't know. So maybe that's where the
Yeah.
confusion goes because maybe he does work for Uber, yet he did it on the private way and not on the Uber
Oh, that's a
app.
good,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's a
Anyway,
good
okay.
idea, actually. Um,
Oh, that might be it, huh?
I think there's more.
Oh no, there is more. Okay, here we go.
All right. Surveillance footage of Kaylee and Madison showed the girls picking up pasta at Grub Truck around 1:40 a.m. after ending their evening out at nearby Corner Club bar in downtown Moscow. "I picked them up about 1:40, 1:45 a.m.," said the driver. "They had their food and they were super excited about their mac and cheese, as girls are
Oh,
after they go to the club." That's so cute.
oh.
Oh, they I've been there. "They sat in the back and they chatted. They were normal, just like any other night. They weren't upset about anything or talking about anyone. The driver said he was familiar with surveillance footage in which one of the girls appears to be talking about someone called Adam earlier that evening, but he said they didn't talk about him or any boy on that ride. Moscow police have contacted Adam, who they have described as cooperating with the investigation. According to the driver, sometimes the girls would talk about boys, but that night they were just excited about their food. It's so cute. There was no apprehension, no weird feelings there, no upsetness. There's no nervousness about them. They weren't afraid of anybody. There was nobody following them or us. That's good information, actually. There was absolutely nothing about that ride that was different or abnormal. They were just typical sorority girls talking away, and half the time they don't pay a whole lot of attention to us drivers. We were kind of just doing our thing. The driver said he didn't pull right up to the door of the girl's house, stopping instead. Can you scroll down a little bit?
It's already scrolled. You're just on delay. It's fine.
That's funny because I'm like, wow, you're bad at this, man.
No.
I know. After the first one, I realized you're not. Stopping instead on the street out front.
Wait, what did it say? Hold on, let me read that again. It says the driver said he didn't pull right up to the door of the girl's house, stopping instead on the street out front. Okay.
I think he didn't go into their driveway, I guess, which makes sense.
Wonder what kind of car.
He said, I just sort of pulled in front of their driveway. I didn't pull right into the parking lot. I usually try not to do that because that's an easy way to get robbed. I tried to stay in positions where I could go either direction so I could get away if I have to. It's never happened, but you hear about these things. But on that night, he saw and felt no threat. In fact, he said, I didn't watch them go all the way in. There were two of them. It's a relatively safe place. It's not something I would usually sit and watch. I agree with that. Sometimes I absolutely will ask or intervene if I feel like a kid needs help. I've taken kids to get their stomach pumped if I feel they have to. This is a college town. These kids are just trying to live their lives. We drivers try to look out for them. They don't need to be preyed on. The fact that Kaylee, Madison, and their friends were so brutally murdered within a couple hours of him making that drop-off has, the driver said, weighed on him. He said, I've been driving here for years and it weighed on me. It was rough to think I was one of the last people to see them alive. When I saw the news on Monday, it occurred to me I was in that neighborhood, but that was before they'd released any names. As soon as I saw for sure it was the girls, I went to the police.
I'm trying to like scroll ahead of time up. So.
Yeah, it's gotten better though. It's improved. He said, swiftly eliminated from inquiries, having provided officers with the wealth of digital data and the timed receipt from Taco Bell to which he went after dropping the girls back home. He heard them talking about their food, and then he was like, oh, I need Taco Bell. In the weeks since the murders he has watched, he said, with dismay, as police have shared little information and the families of the victims have grown increasingly impatient. He said, I took about a week off driving when I just stepped back from it all. Those kids deserve justice and they're not getting it. It feels to this community like the police aren't even trying, which is 100% related to how they aren't communicating with the...
Oh, hold on. Shoot.
Yeah, it's just like our little pictures are blocking it for me. I don't know if it is for other people.
Where are we though?
Aren't communicating with the community. People are scared. Most of us have very little faith in the MPD. That's interesting. We can't tell if we are watching qualified investigators who have a handle of the situation or if they are completely at a loss and grasping for straws. Moscow police have pushed back at the suggestion that inexperienced officers, the lead investigator has only been a cop for 2 years, are hampering or have already botched the investigation. No murder weapon has been recovered, no suspects named, but the police are still seeking the occupants of a white 2011-2013 Hyundai Elantra with unknown license plates caught on CCTV in the area near the time of the killings. These are now, this is such a long article, I didn't realize. It's good though. These are now 6 detectives. There are now 6 detectives from MPD, 62 FBI agents, 13 Idaho State Police investigators, and 15 uniformed troopers assisting with community patrols and forensic experts working through the painstaking task of processing evidence recovered from the scene. Meanwhile, Idaho Governor Brad Little has directed up to $1 million in state emergency funds for the ongoing investigation. But so far, all the information MPD has shared concerns parties they have eliminated from their, is that inquiries, enquiries? What is that? I know what it means, but I've never seen it written like that before.
Oh
Or
yeah.
inquiries,
Yeah, it's usually not.
including
Huh. Okay, that is weird.
it looks a little fancy or something, including the driver, the two surviving roommates, a hooded male seen in grub truck surveillance video, the male they called numerous times during the early hours of the morning, anyone present at the house when 911 was called, and a sixth person named on the lease who has moved out of the home before the school year started and was not present at the time of the murders. Moscow Police Chief Jim Fry defended the investigation during an appearance on News Nation Thursday. He said the investigations have been handled properly. We secured the scene quickly. We called in the state police. We did our due diligence in getting the things that we needed to do to have this be a solid case all the way through. We called in the state lab to collect evidence, and I believe it was the initial stuff that we started and how we did things that will help bring this to a conclusion, Fry said. I think there's some misconception out there with how we operate here in Moscow, he added. We've called in ATF in the past, we've called in the FBI in the past, and many of these big cases because they have resources that we don't, and we want to have the best investigators there. We've always done these investigations with the help of federal and state partners, he said. We're continuing the investigation. We're continuing to push on. Like I said from the very beginning, I'm very confident we will have a conclusion to this timeline as things develop, and we're following up on all those things. We're conducting a lot of interviews, and we're putting the puzzle together. There's a lot of things we don't know. We're not sure where the individual responsible is. Every tip helps. That was another thing that came out recently, is him just flat out saying that, even though we kind of got that idea. But
Wait, flat out
earlier
saying
this,
what?
that he just said, like, we don't know where the individual is, where the individual responsible is,
Oh, okay.
which I think a lot of people felt that already, but I don't think he had said it until a few days ago, maybe, or something. Earlier this week, during a Today Show interview, Shannon Gray, an attorney representing the family of Kaylee Goncalves, said that the family is increasingly frustrated with the apparent lack of progress on the case. We want to let them know that we are holding them accountable for their decisions, he said. And if they are in over their heads, then acknowledge that and turn the investigation over to someone who is more versed in handling these types of matters. I'm not sure they're capable of handling a quadruple murder.
I think that's it. Yeah. You know what? That'd be interesting. I would like to interview him because I would like to ask, when did they call them? When did they call him to pick them up? Because what was there a different plan in place, or was this like already like, you know what I'm saying? Was it when they were at the food truck that they hurry up and called him, and were they planning
That's
on
what I
maybe going
always
home with the other guy,
thought.
or was it like something that they already had in the line, in the plan or whatever? Like how soon was it that they
Yeah,
called? Was it? I don't know. I'm just curious because I still am curious about Jack. Like, was the plan? Was it gonna go home with him? Was
I
he gonna
still
take him?
think, and this is what I said earlier, just like I'm completely guessing, but my guess to that is that the three of them, so he lives near them too, right? We do know that? Or
Jack, yeah.
yeah. So I think the
Supposedly, I
three of
mean,
them were
yeah.
like, all right, let's go home. They were like, oh, I want to stop at the food truck. And I think he drove there. And in his mind, when he's saying, let's go home, he's thinking he's going to drive them home. They might not have known that he drove there, or they forgot because they were drinking or something. So in their minds, let's go home. They're going to call an Uber, and the three of them are going to get in and go home. And
Oh,
then
maybe.
that's why they walked away thinking, oh, the Uber's here. They don't have to say bye to him or anything like that because they think he's going to get in the Uber. And he's like, what the hell? I drove here. And
I
it's like,
don't know.
and then he goes off.
I'm not sure. I still think I don't know what I think. Thanks, Irene, for this super chat. Hey, Holland Vera. Yeah, I mean it's possibility. I'm still got my eye on him. Now I got my eye on the other Jack now too. And did you
Yeah,
guys see
so
that?
that's interesting too, because it's weird. I can't tell how I feel about Jack D.
The Jack D dude at the beginning when everybody was suspicious of him, I kept thinking like, what? No, it's not him. Like I couldn't see. I couldn't see like I don't know, I just couldn't see it. And now in the
Mm-hmm.
last few weeks, last couple weeks, I would say, like the week before I went to New York, like I started, maybe. And now, yeah, I'm thinking he's on my list now where I see that it could be. Where's everybody like where's everybody stand now on this? I should do a poll, huh? I'm curious, like, where's everybody's head at about this? Like, what's people's theories about who you think? Did you guys see the thing going around? Actually, this article about it too. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Which I don't think Dylan, the roommate, has anything to do with it. I personally don't, but did you see like that picture of her with the truck, and then you see that truck on this body cam, which would be like
I've
past
heard
the
about that, but
time.
I didn't.
Well, it'd be past the time where she supposedly would have been home already. Here, hold on, I'll show you. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, I'll show you the picture, and then I'll read the article, because there's an article that came out about it too. I won't read the whole thing, but I'll just show you. Well, 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, pointer lover. I think my number one theory right now, I think, is that it's a complete stranger, or at least stranger to us. I mean, it's not one of these characters that we're all focusing on.
Yeah, you've thought that from day one almost, huh?
Yeah, that it's either the beginning of a serial killer, or just like a lone wolf type. Didn't like, it kind of killed them because of what they represented,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
happy, young, attractive kids, stuff he didn't have in his life, or something along those lines.
I could see that.
But not someone who actually knows them.
So here, I could bring up the body cam footage, but I'll just show you. Here's just a screenshot from it. Like at 3 a.m., you see, and these, I mean, this is a pretty unique type car, because it's like one of those big trucks that have the wheels. You know what I'm saying? And you see it like it looks pretty similar. A truck on the body cam around 3. So I don't know. I mean, is she in that car at the time? Did somebody just drop her off? So I don't know. That's going around. And then there's this article. Let me find it real quick. Or I have it. I don't know why I said it like that. He's in a pod. Hey, Fuzzy Wuzzy. I'll see. Who do we got here?
Yeah, so with Jack D, it's almost like there are a lot of reasons, like motive wise. Well, I once I learned that he lived that close, because I thought he lived like near where Kaylee's family lived. I don't know why I thought that initially. And then when I found out that he not only lives local to her, but lives that close to her, something about that changed how I felt.
Do you remember though, like when it first came out, they said he was like 5 hours away or something? Because
That's probably
supposedly,
why I thought that then.
yeah, supposedly he was. There's something going around that he was somewhere else. Maybe it wasn't 5 hours away, but he was like kind of out of town. Do you guys remember hearing that? But I don't know if that. I don't think that that's been confirmed. But I remember when that first came out, they said that, and then maybe that's one of the reasons why my head was like, nope, it's not Jack, because he wasn't even in the vicinity of the murders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also, if they've been dating since high school and stuff like that, that makes me think that doesn't necessarily go to the same school as she does. I think that's why I thought it.
Okay. So yeah, it says sickening internet argues over Idaho survivor Dylan Mortensen's old pic with suspicious black truck. So let's see. Yeah, an old pic of Dylan, one of the 2 survivors, shows a suspicious black truck in the background, allegedly similar to the one reportedly spotted in the CCTV footage from the fatal night. One user wrote on Twitter, I wonder if police looked into the truck that drove by on their body cam video at 3 a.m., the same night as the murders. Let's see. So I don't know. What do you guys think of that? So, however, many argued against falsely accusing someone on such flimsy grounds, as one person wrote, so sickening that y'all want to be Perry Masons, will name and picture kids. What if this was your kid? Just stop it. I guarantee the police are a lot smarter than you. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
I mean, I think if we had a better image of that car, and we're like sure it matched.
Okay, but okay, so let's say that we do match it and we're pretty sure it matched. What does that mean then? What do you think then that means? Like, is that something we should? I mean, that would mean
And
that
the
okay.
and where is it seen? On the street in front of the house? On the
Yeah,
body
well, I
cam?
could here. Let me pull up the body. So that's at 3 a.m. Yeah, it's on the body cam footage. And 3 a.m. Hold on.
It's so hard. You know what's so hard about this case is the fact that they're like college kids in a college town. Because everything that I think, my brain eventually goes to like somewhat dismiss it because it could be explained by something that has to do with them being in that college town. Like, what if that's her friend's truck? We know for sure the truck is in the body cam at that time in that footage. And what if they were just like dropping off weed or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that could
Because
be,
she
but
wanted someone to help her sleep or something. Do you know what I mean?
the
And then that's
the
that.
thing is though, but that means that at 3 a.m. she was up, like, and she was like outside of the room. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
but
just makes.
they could have been killed at like 4:30 for all we know.
No, you're right. You're totally right. I think it was. I personally think it's more between like 3:30 to 4, or like not just right after 3. I'm thinking it's like probably 3:30. I don't know why I have that in my head of the time.
I feel like it's later, but I'm basing that on literally nothing.
What's that?
I said I feel like it's later than that, but I'm basing that on literally nothing. Literally nothing. I don't know why I feel like that, but
Oh, later than 3:30?
I don't know,
No,
4,
I think
4:30.
so too. I think it's at least 3:30 or after. That's what I'm saying. I think it's later too, or maybe 3:30, 4. You think it's past 4? You mean maybe?
Yeah, I'm also thinking like I'll say it. I'm so confident, even though I have no idea why I think that. I'm also thinking like if you were like the killer and you wanted to go undetected and it's like college kids in a college town, wouldn't you push it back as far as possible? So like obviously you don't want to do it when it's daylight, right? But
Yeah.
what time does it get bright in the morning in November? I would push it back to that, at the time that the smallest amount of people are going to be awake, which wouldn't be like 3:30, it would be like 5:30. They're not getting up that early for work or school.
Oh, so you think 5:30 maybe?
No, no, I wouldn't say. I think 4:30, but I'm just saying like I'd put since it's college kids, it's like yeah, middle of the night is almost like a little later in general. So if it was like the type of planned thing, I would think like 4:30, not as early as 3.
Hold
Lucy
on.
says time of death is 3 to 4 a.m. Are they able to like narrow it down to the hour like that, or is it like narrow it down to like the couple of hours, few hours?
Okay. I'm trying to, because this isn't my edited version, so I don't have the faces blocked out. So I'm trying to make sure I do it where it's not going to show. Okay, so watch the car. It's going to come right up here. So, right, their house is back here. You remember, this is the parking lot. The house is back there. So this is the cars coming like that. Ah, shoot. Hold on. I had it. Well, how did that just screw up? Well, it was still, you couldn't see the faces, right? No, yeah, it was actually really dark. Okay, hold on one second. There it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, Lisa Slazy mentioned the Hyundai is on the gas station grid at 3:45 a.m. But we don't know for sure. I don't know. That footage is.
Here it is. Okay. Right here. You see it?
I'm not seeing anything right now. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Can you back it up a tiny bit?
Yeah, I should just get my edited version and then find it
I
in
wish I had
there.
like my controls that I used to use at work, was like frame by frame. And you just bip, 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 forward and back.
Oh, I could put it in the editor and do it like that, but I don't know. Oh, thanks, hoping for answers. Thank you for joining. Right. Oh, God, hold on. This is making me mad. I'm just going to get my edited version because I'm not taking a chance of
Pointer
getting
lover.
that one crazy, oh, that guy
Oh,
yelling
it's
at
so
me.
funny.
Oh, thank
Pointer
you, Pointer
lover sent
Lover.
19.99 for you, Tiff, not making you a
Thank
mini.
you. Oh, thank you. You're sweet.
They're gonna show up at your
Thanks
door. Watch.
again, hoping for answers. Thank you for joining. Like I said, look next week for our New York pictures and videos. Okay, so let me get that here. Let me put that on my list, and we'll bring up the car. But hold on, I gotta get it. But while I'm doing that, I want to play. Hold on. I want to play this. Did you guys see? I'm sure you guys already did see it, but maybe some of you guys didn't see it. The Einish guy, Inan Harsh. I always call him Einish, but it's that neighbor. Did you see his reaction when they asked him if he killed them?
Where they asked him if he killed them?
If he's the guy, basically. I want to play it. It's very interesting, like weird response. I want to play it for you guys. How many of you seen it? And then Juliet, think of okay, what we got to do a poll. Let me put a poll up first. Who do you like? I kind of want to get like a gauge like what people are thinking on who did it. You know, like are people still thinking it's one of the Jacks?
I think the majority of people at this point, having nothing to do with what I think the majority are thinking Jack D.
Okay.
Yeah, Sleuthy. That's why I'm so like about that. Just there's a lot of white cars. There's a lot of different models of Elantra. Even I don't know something about the whole Hyundai Elantra thing. I'm just like, I don't know. I almost feel like they're gonna come out and just be like, oh, it was a Sonata or something we're looking for. Like it just feels so like.
Who can I add? Okay, I could add one more person. I said, who do you think did it? Jack D, Jack S. I put the neighbor, the Inan guy, but I could put one more person. Who should I put? Or just somebody else? I'll just put
other. Yeah, just put other.
All right. Just curious because I want to see, since it's been so long since I've checked in with you guys, to see what you guys are all thinking now. Okay, so what was the question now? Did you say?
Me? What?
Oh, I was going to play that video. Yeah, hold on a second. I know when I say hold on, I don't mean. I feel like sometimes when I say it doesn't mean, Juliet, that you got to shut up or anything.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just looking at the chat.
I just want to make sure because it probably could come off like that. I'm like, hold on, don't say anything. I just mean hold on for myself.
Everyone be quiet. No. She has to look something up.
Okay. I'm going to play this.
Turn off your phones.
Oh, you're silly. All right.
What Inan Harsh has to say when asked if he is the killer.
I'm gonna find the original.
For obvious reasons, I'm gonna ask you: are you the killer?
No, I think that's obvious to anyone who's not a completely stupid or flat earther or I don't know. I guess it might look kind of crazy, just because of my life or whatever, but I don't know. The recent article too. I was looking at Fox News. They said and like I said, I take everything the media says with a grain of salt, but they were saying that the knife was.
No, I agree, Kelly. This is the part right here that concerns me. Like, why is he bringing this up right here? This next part is kind of weird. This is, remember, this is in response to, did you kill her or were you the killer or whatever?
This was kind of like a loose term to describe it because they're now like saying it's more of like a bigger, like blunt object and from like a really strong man. So apparently there was like big gate gouges in them and stuff. So I'm kind of picturing like, it's kind of interesting in this area because some of the surrounding areas have a history of lead poisoning. So
what?
Isn't that weird? Now, does anybody know where that original interview? Because I would like to hear the rest of it. And
can you actually?
What?
Sorry, do me a favor. Can you like go back and just show his initial reaction again when they first asked it? Because I was looking at my
you ready?
screen.
Yeah,
it's delayed. No, I need to hear him and see it at the same time.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Diana Hoskins, for joining. Thank you so much. Aw.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah. Welcome to the family. Hey, Sleuthy, what's up? That is a part of the strange. I just shared a screenshot of this stream. Oh, share it with me. What story, Sleuthy? Will you text me what you mean? What story? Um, I know that's what I understand. I want to hear the rest of that, but I don't know. Oh, is that what it is? Hidden true crime? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah,
This thing with him that's confusing, and I need to watch this also, but I also get the feeling that he wants to be seen. He wants people to think he's the killer, like for attention. So it's a little tricky to
yes, I
navigate
could
that because it's not
see
like either
that.
he's a normal person or he's the killer. It's like there's this weird thing that if he's not the killer, he's doing stuff like to try to get notoriety or something. I don't know. He's a weird one.
Yeah. Thanks, Sleuthy. Okay, so it's not hidden. Okay, you're gonna text it to me. So here, I'll play this real quick for you, Juliet. Then we're gonna watch the full one though, when she texts. But here, I'll play the initial reaction.
What Inan Harsh has to say when asked if he is the killer.
For obvious reasons, I'm gonna ask you, are you the killer?
No, I think that's obvious to anyone who's not a, completely stupid or flat earther, or, I don't know. I guess it might look kind of crazy, just because of my life or whatever, but I don't know. The recent article too, I was looking at Fox News, they said, and like I said, I take everything the media says with a grain of salt, but they were saying that, the knife was kind of like a loose term to describe it, because they're now like saying it's more of like a bigger, like blunt object and from like a really strong man. So apparently there was like big gouges in them and stuff. So I'm kind of picturing like, it's kind of interesting in this area.
What's up? Juliet? I can't hear you now. Huh. Thanks, US Kiwi. Thank you so much. Aww.
I lost my, if you could hear me, I lost my audio for some reason.
I could hear you now. I couldn't for a minute. Can you hear me? All right, cool. She sent me a timestamp. You want to listen to the rest of it, Juliet? Like the whole thing? Do you guys want to watch it? I saw the juggling stick thing too. Juliet, I think you're going in and out maybe because I don't hear you now. But I think you might be right. I think he might just be one of those people that interjected himself because he likes the attention, and he almost maybe wants people to think he is. Not like on. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. She'd probably have an internet issue, but not probably on like a legal way. Like not like, I don't think he wants to get charged with it, but I think he likes the attention. I don't know. I mean, I could see that he could be that type of person. All right, hold on. Let me send this to myself. Do you guys want to watch the whole thing? I mean, not the whole thing, just the whole interview or the whole part. Or, hey, can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you hear me before? I just couldn't hear you.
No, I couldn't hear you.
Well, you missed a lot of important stuff I was saying. No, nothing. I was just like, can you hear me? Can you hear me right
now? No.
I don't know what that was.
But you couldn't hear me either, right?
Right, but I could see your little thing lighting up.
Okay, so we have the original interview. Should we watch it or the original part? Because I want to see what he says after with the lead poisoning thing, right?
Yeah, he really goes off in a lot of.
But I think what I was saying before when you hopped off or got knocked off is I think you might be right about that he likes the attention. He's like almost wants us to think he is. Not 100%. Not that he wants to be charged with it, but I think he likes that attention and just like people wondering, oh, is it him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He seems like he's one of those. Yeah, I could see that. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. 1 second, guys.
Did any of you guys see the long ass thing he posted on Reddit? That was like, it was weird, man. Like some parts I was like, okay, he's just like a, an okay guy. He's a little weird. Some parts I was like, what? And then I would go back. I just didn't even, the whole thing was, and it was long. And then some people were commenting that they were just like, dude, I'm not reading this. There's no way I'm reading all this. Yeah. It was so long. It was like comically long.
Is that
he was like talking about himself?
Is that the thing that Sleuthy said, I wonder?
No, I don't think so.
The transcripts? So, okay, so it's a Reddit and he's does it have anything to do with the murders you said or no?
Yeah, but it was just like an AMA that he was doing, like Ask Me Anything. But it was
Oh,
like
okay.
just about his life and like his
Oh,
background, and
yep.
it was so
Yep. All
stupid.
right. Wow. All right, hold on one second. Let me bring this up. So it's 17. What was the timestamp? 17:30. Okay, thank you. 17:30.
Yeah, I actually did read it all. I'm talking to chat. Because I was just so entertained by like the absurdity of it.
Mhm.
But then I was cracking up at everyone's comments, just being like nicely saying like I'm not reading that. Something about that is so funny. To politely just be like, this is too long. I'm not
Mhm.
interested at all.
Mhm. All right, so this is Unresolved Crimes is the channel that interviewed him. Unresolved Crimes. All righty. Oh, look at their merch. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Hold on a second. I forgot to share the audio. Right?
Uh-huh.
I'll have to set it up where you could put up the comments too. I have to add you. I have to see if I could add another person. I can't do it
Oh
right
yeah.
now because it takes a minute where you have to accept it, but I have to see what. Hold on. Sometime. Okay, wait. There we go. All right, now we're good to go. All right, let's see what he talks about this lead poisoning or
So I got
whatever.
tired, like I was in bed, and I was just kind of, like falling asleep. And it's interesting because, like normally on a Saturday night, you hear a bunch of screams, right? There's like just parties, people yelling, people walking by. That particular night it was pretty quiet. Like I heard, and like I kind of just dismissed it as the party scream, like when I was dozing off, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it didn't seem super unordinary to me, but I was also just like half asleep. And the only other thing I remember that night was, there was like one neighbor that returned home while I was sleeping and closed their door. So I heard like two door shuts, the car door and the apartment door. Another thing I just kind of dismissed, and I still don't think that's important. Um, and yeah, that's kind of, the only like other thing I found that was kind of interesting is a couple weeks, I don't want to say a couple weeks, but a few weeks before, I picked up a couple of hitchhikers on campus, right? They were trying to go to the next party and it was really cold and they're like, we're not trying to walk or whatever. And they were going to a couple houses down, they're going to like a party over there or whatever. And like the girl's pretty cute. She was kind of hitting on me, and I was like, "Oh, this girl's pretty cool." The dude in the back was like, he was a little bit sketched out. He's like, "Yo, like, people know where we are if you try to kill us. Like, um,
What?
people know where we are." And I was like, "Okay, that's kind of weird, bro. I'm just like, talking to this girl. She's pretty cute, and like, you're like thinking I'm not gonna stab you. I'm literally just giving you a ride here. Oh, I had to get some gas first, so maybe they were like a little bit
Hold on.
sketched out. We took like a
Hold
That's
detour,
on.
kind
but
of. I mean, why would they
Hold
even
on.
think he was
One
going to
last.
stab him?
No, that to me sounds like he really wants people to see him that way. Because that
Yeah.
sounds like a joke. So he picked up college kids. It's likely he's not dangerous, they're not dangerous, but people don't generally just pick up random people. Statistically, it's not going to be a big deal. So they were kind of just joking with him, like, "Hey, if you kill us, well, we know, whatever where you are," whatever they said. That to me sounds like a very casual kind of like jokey thing because they're making fun of the fact that they're getting in the stranger's car and that he's,
Yeah, that's true.
they're
Okay,
just
I didn't know.
pointing
I
out the
was he
obvious and like
acting real creepy or something? But yeah, you're right. It's probably just that.
yeah, I don't think that's weird at all, but I think it's that him referencing that now is weird because I think that
Yeah.
points more to him wanting to be,
Yes.
I don't know. He's a weird guy,
Agreed.
man.
He is.
this was like, I think November, like early November. I remember it was snowing, so it was winter, but it was like a little bit ago. But it was Yeah, it was winter, so pretty recently, but not like it was a while, like a little bit a while ago. But yeah, they were from what was interesting to me is they were from Coeur d'Alene, and I know some of the people that were in the house are also from Coeur d'Alene, and just like the dude being like sketched out, like it kind of gave me like a vibe. I was like, did someone in Moscow like threaten him earlier or something? Like, is there some like weird dude? And this dude's like, like scared or something? Because he brought it up multiple times, and I was just like, I didn't think I was very scary, but like, I guess when you're hitchhiking, whatever. But they were only going like, like half a mile or whatever. But after events, like I've been thinking about it. I'm like, yo, like, what if this dude was threatened by somebody? Like, what if there's like some guy like going around who's making people feel really uncomfortable? So I don't know. I don't really think anything of it. I think it was just like the dude was really drunk. He went on a detour for get some gas and he thought something, but I don't know. Like after these recent events, like maybe there is something more to it. I don't know.
So I obviously got a couple of questions, and I hope you'll have the time for that. Otherwise, I would not ask you to do a lot.
Oh, you're good. I got about 15
Uh,
minutes. So.
that's fine. That's fine.
Great.
What is the nearest camera within the Greek area?
That's a good question. I don't really know, honestly. It's Moscow. I don't think there's very many cameras, like in general. Well, my apartment didn't have really any lights or cameras. Like it was like a really kind of dark area. They recently put up lights and like motion sensor cameras that go out after like a certain hours, I think. I'm sure some like neighbors had some cameras, but this is Moscow. I'd be surprised if there were any in that area. You know what I mean? Like people leave their
And
doors unlocked here before this. People leave their windows unlocked. Like it's just a safe town.
no, no, fair, fair. And within that house, you obviously are a neighbor, right? And you live in
Yeah.
the brick part of the apartment, right?
The brick part. No, I think the apartments I'm in are wood, but
Oh no, 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 that's fine. Just to get a clear picture.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
there
yeah.
any way? Because I have seen like videos that only extend like to the wooden part of in front of the house. But if you go in front of the house, is there any way that you can go on foot? Is there like any
I
walkway?
I think so. I think there's it's like I think there's like the driveway like out front. So I think they just go out front, and I think most of the side is open. Like there's a driveway out front, but I think all sides of the house are accessible. Because I know when I would
Also
like
from the also from the back then. So you do not necessarily
yeah
need
the
an
back. So that's where I think possibly the killer came because the back area is pretty desolate. Most of the people who live in apartments, they park close to their doors, which is on the other side. And if you go the other side, then like um it's like kind of like a dark parking lot, and it's right above that house. And usually it's only full when there's like parties and like other people are trying to use this parking lot. Um, but like I would go over there and spin fire sometimes just because it's like kind of off in the corner, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think if someone was doing it, that would be a place to go in and out without being seen or really heard. The only people that go over there is like people who take their dogs out and stuff, and not very many people taking their dogs out at 3 a.m. or whatever.
So
So yeah,
exactly.
the back of the
So
house was definitely that's where the yard is too, and that's where they have their small little gatherings. So it's like you can park anywhere on that side of the hill, and you can just walk down, and there's their sliding door.
So Inan, I'm gonna bother you one more time because I totally forgot this to ask this actually on Facebook though. Can you send like an angle just to me privately though because I'm curious about that. Just an angle on where you live and where the house is so I can get like a bigger picture out of that.
Yeah, I
Because
can
I
do that.
always thought, to be honest, that you lived in the brick area. So if you go like into that brick apartment part like behind the building on the left side. I thought you lived there, but
Yeah,
apparently I'm
that's where I
wrong.
am.
So yeah,
I guess
I do not know
maybe it is
shit.
brick. I've never really noticed, but yeah. See, the inside of my apartment's wood, but it probably is brick. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So, but yeah, I can send you some pictures too. And then you can just like kind of scope out the area in general for your personal interest.
No, but go ahead, tell your story, man. Like I said, I want to hear your story, and
Oh, I
you're
mean,
getting a lot of hatred out there.
I mean, do you think we should? Is this a waste to watch it? Or some people that are like, this is the wrong thing. I mean, do you guys want to watch the rest of this? I'm not sure when he asks him if he's the killer, but
How long is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to watch that part where he asks and then what he talks about the lead poisoning. I don't know how long he stayed. Oh, look. Oh, it's not 37. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see when he asks. I'll try to fast forward it to when he asks. You want me to? Or what do you think?
Yeah.
Or
I
do you
think
want to
it's good
watch
to-
it all? I don't know. No, okay. It's a nothing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's him either. I just thought it was interesting his response. But now that what you were saying, Juliet, I think you were on it. I think he just wants the attention.
Yeah,
Unless he could be
I guess
one of those like crazy psychos that you hear about where they, inject themselves in front of the cameras and all that. I mean, that's,
Yeah, I guess there always is a chance.
but
I guess it
it's
might look kind of
statistical,
Let me see if I can find that
crazy,
part.
just because of my life or whatever. But I don't know.
But
The recent
you
article
do.
too. I was looking at Fox and they were saying how, like apparently there was like big gate gouges in them and
There we
stuff.
go.
So
Here we
I'm
go.
kind of picturing like, it's kind of interesting in this area because some of the surrounding areas have a history of lead poisoning. So we've got like some of the locals and like surrounding areas. We've got like some lead poisoning issues, and I'm kind of just like, almost envisioning like. We all got a cult here too, which is kind of interesting to me. And then we have so I'm just like imagining like some like hunter
Hold on,
dude
hold on.
maybe.
Cult.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
there's these people.
the whole incel thing, right?
Say what?
The whole incel thing. At least that's what I read. Or
Well, we have this community called Christ Church here, and they're like they're nationalists. They
Wait, is that the
advocate.
church that Joe was in? What's the name of the church that Joe, the tan guy at the food truck? He was in some like weird cult church or whatever. I don't know if that was it or not. Does anybody know?
I've heard that church mentioned, but I haven't really looked into it.
I'll have to look at my screenshots because hold on, I'm gonna look while I'm playing this.
Like violence under God, and they're
What's
also
that?
He might just be like repeating stuff he's seeing on the internet
That's
now at this
true.
point.
It's true. Hold on. I have the screenshots of that church. Hold on, let me see if that's what it's called. The one from Joe, and people were sending me a bunch of stuff about him. 1 second. Let me play.
they wrote a book about revisiting the concept of slavery and described like slavery as a handshake between the white and the black man, and they're pretty sexist. They're like, they think your wife should be disciplined or she won't like, and they're like, if your wife's not hot and it's because you didn't like discipline her enough. And like they're pretty crazy. They've got a lot of weird ideals. And a lot of the girls that leave their church come out pretty traumatized, and they have like they've got like a history of like molestation and like rape that happens over there. So like they're also really rich, and they're national too. So they've been buying a lot of the Moscow buildings and then trying to put their businesses in it. And they're
No, the one that people were sending me about Joe is like Bethel Church or something. I don't know, guys. Should
they
we
say they're
listen
trying to
anymore?
turn
Let's see.
Moscow into like a Christian town. And so they definitely have an
think
agenda.
we
This
should-
dude does like speeches, and he's like really well known, but like, to most of the community members, he's like completely batshit crazy. Now his name's Doug Wilson. You guys can look him up. He's got a bunch of crazy books. I'm not saying they did it, but I'm
All right. I don't know. I think people don't want to watch this anymore. So let's move on. So
I'm
as
just
far as
laughing at that.
What?
If your wife's not hot, you didn't discipline her enough.
That's
True, man. That's how that works.
Yeah. What the heck? So from the poll though, it looks like most people are on to Jack D. 41% says Jack D, 6% Jack S, Inan's 8%, or 45 says other. So it's between other and Jack D. So why don't we talk about Jack D a little bit?
Yeah.
What are some of your theories? So you said like the fact that he lives so close,
Something about that. Yeah, it made me look at him differently. and not because of his proximity to the house as far as like getting there the night of the murder or anything like that, but more like it made me look at his relationship with Kaylee differently. Because I don't know, it feels, it's almost, it could be more of a possibility that like if, and obviously we don't know, but if she wasn't that serious about basically him moving there and moving and being that close to her, just screams that their relationship is really serious, right? So then if she felt anything less than what that shows, it could make him look more, stalker-ish and obsessive.
Okay.
But now at the same time, she could have been head over heels in love with him, and him moving that close is just, what makes sense, or him being that close. I don't know.
But I mean, they were not together, so right?
But they probably were when he moved there, though.
Oh yeah. I see what you're
Like,
saying.
I mean, if not, then that's even.
So they probably were when he moved there, but then and then when they broke up, I wonder if it was like, I want to know more about why did they break up? Was it her thing that she wanted to break up? Does anybody know that? You guys probably already know, huh?
Yeah, they've been saying that it's just because she's moving to Texas for her new job and stuff like that. But I mean, it can't just be because of that. If they were together for that long and they're really all about each other.
And he's still in school, right? Does he still have to stay there to go to school?
Oh, I don't know. Good question.
Is he graduating? Because I mean, if he's graduating, then he could just move with her if they really were serious, if they still wanted to be together. But if he still has to finish school, but I mean, I don't know, huh?
But if they were really into each other, would they break up from that, or would they at least try to still make it work? I mean, I'm not.
No, yeah, they probably would. That's why I'm thinking it's more than that too, right? Don't you think? I mean, I wonder if it was like, I just wonder if he wanted to try to work it out and she didn't. Yeah, that would be kind of a motive. Or was it? What if we find out it was him and she wanted to? I mean, you just never know. I guess.
That's what I'm saying with like the kind of potential. There's a lot of potential motive stuff there that none of it is really concrete, but it's like it's still, the possibility is there with him.
So they're saying he was graduating in April. Yeah, still they could, you know what I'm saying? And when he graduates, he could have moved. Yeah, so yeah, if they really wanted to be with each other, it wouldn't have been an issue. So yeah, I'm sure there was more to that than just that. So what about that? Everybody keeps talking about him balancing stuff on his chin. I remember like weeks ago, you guys were talking about that. Can you guys send me that? I don't even know, what does it have to do with it? It must have something to do with something. Have you seen it, Juliet?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but there's just a lot. Apparently he's like, he just does that, which I kind of like, honestly. And he juggles too. Is there like something about that area where people juggle?
Oh, so it's not, it has nothing to do with anything, like people are just wanting me to watch it, or?
I mean, it's pretty cool. But
where do I find it?
I don't know. I just come across them all the time. Him balancing like random like furniture and stuff on his face.
Wait, what?
Like,
is it TikTok?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Like on his chin. Like, I mean, he did like smaller. There's like maybe 20 videos of him balancing different things on his chin, and one is like a huge, like, it looks like a futon, like without the mattress or something.
God, whoa, okay. So wait, is this supposed to be the Elantra right here? I know there's another picture of it, but then this picture, is this the same gas station?
Have you guys? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Oh, new gas station footage at Hyundai Elantra. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't tell if that's it. Why does it look like there's like a bike right there or something? Doesn't it look like? Why does that look weird? Like this lake's huge, or there's like a bike rack. I don't know. Something looks weird about that.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. Oh, so you guys, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't know what it is.
It was in one of the groups. I thought somebody would have been like, and then of course this thing going around with the Adam and the mask of him being like the guy in the mask, I guess.
Yeah, I don't
kind of weird though, in a way. What's that?
I don't know what that mask stuff is about.
But I mean, it does look like it's him. This is Adam, the bartender that she was talking
Yeah.
to.
Again, it's like that college kid thing though, because it's like none these are like teenagers still basically. Like none
No,
of
I
what they
know.
do is gonna make any sense.
Yeah, it is. But the thing is there's something going around where supposedly that there was a guy in a mask that morning. Is that been confirmed? I feel like Crime Circus said that or something. Or that
There is some
morning that
reason why
there was
people are
somebody.
why people are sending around these mask things. I just don't really know what it is. I haven't seen anything.
Well, that
Is he
morning
using that thing
supposedly
backwards in that
he
picture?
was seen in the mask. What's that?
Is he using that thing backwards in the picture? What is it? That thing called? Remember those? To prevent the smoke, prevent any room from stinking of weed.
Oh yeah, he
But
is
that's
using it.
supposed
I
to be
used
on
to
the
use
other
that.
side.
I used that in college too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those you put like the fabric sheets in it too, and like and then it blows
Yeah.
out like good. Yeah, those things were miracles. I mean, they helped so good. And then you put yeah, we had a little system in our dorm rooms, but yeah, he's using it backwards. So I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but it does seem like that would, yeah. But so yeah, supposedly there was a mass that morning, and then somebody pointed out like the wood and the wood ceiling of that Inan guy has the same wood. I saw a video pointing that out.
The
But
same wood
this
as
doesn't look
where?
like Inan. This looks like Adam. I feel like the wood ceiling here. It looks like the same
Okay.
apartments as Inan because he had the wood ceilings too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
know.
which does he live in those same apartments? Adam, so that would make him a neighbor to
I
whatchamacallit
think
too.
I'm hearing that he is a neighbor.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually hearing that he lives with Jack D. I don't know if that's confirmed.
Oh yes, wait, I did hear that. You're right. That's what's going around. That he's Jack D's neighbor or roommate. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for reminding me. I saw that
I
too.
think so. People in chat, is that what the word on the
So
street
wait,
is?
Inan live in the same apartments as Jack? No, Jack D lives in that house. Never mind. I don't know. So that's weird. So wait a minute. If he was spotted that morning with the ski mask on, what if him and Jack together did it? I don't know. Maybe that's too.
I
Like,
mean, it's
would somebody do
possible.
that for their friend? Like, if Jack wanted to do it, like, hey, will you help me? I mean, would somebody do that? Like, oh
I
God,
don't think it's likely, but
I don't either. I'd be like, no, that's on you, bro. Like, I'm not gonna freaking ruin my life. I mean, hopefully he would talk
yeah.
him out of it, but let's say they're really drunk. But it's just weird that she told Adam everything, right? What did she tell Adam? And then if Adam lives with Jack, he goes home and tells Jack what she told him. Like, what the heck, right? It's
Yeah.
just weird. There might be something to that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
what else do you think of Jack? What you do you have any theories?
Oh, I
Anything?
wanted to talk about everyone's talking about the that look that Steve Goncalves gave to him after he spoke at whatever it was, a memorial or something. Oh yeah, they're talking about it in chat right now. Steve, Kaylee's dad gave Jack D a look.
Same look. Yeah, I got you. You
And
want to watch that?
it's definitely a look, but I have another theory as to what it is.
Okay, I'll play it. Yeah, that's
I
another
really have
thing. The
no
the
reason
one
why.
on the roof, is that the one where you could see that Hyundai that looks like that same car? You guys send me this stuff because I have it somewhere. I can't like just help me out because my brain's so scattered with being sick. Can you guys send me that? Like,
Oh, unsolved cases and news. Is that so? That's Adam on the roof. Do we know for sure? Last I saw that pic, I know the picture you're talking about. Last I saw it, people were trying to figure out who was on the roof.
all right, Julie, I'm gonna bring up that video so you could do your thing. Oh, one more thing though. Here, look, that Inan, and then I'm gonna play that video of Steve. But look, Inan post this. How like what? For, like a joke. Oh my god, it's the way Elantra. The killer is following me. Like that. Isn't that kind of messed up? It's like he's almost like joking about it, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Oh wait, one more thing before I play this. This screenshot was kind of interesting. Don't know if it means anything or if it's true, but it says, my sister has been going to University of Idaho for 4 years now. She met and was becoming friends that night with one of the girls who was murdered. Had to talk to the cops because she was one of the last people to see her alive. Scariest part was my sister was on her way home to her sorority and passed a massive dude who came out from one of the frats. He followed her for a bit and then went toward the house where the murder took place. She didn't get a good look at him. Of course, she didn't know there would be a slaughter 2 hours later. She jogged home after that. So sad. They were good students and loved in the community. She's been kind of messed up since. I can't imagine how terrified everyone must be. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting if that's true. I mean, wonder if the cops had looked
Yeah.
into it.
Again, it's like there's so many people walking around in that area, and
That's true. Yeah.
it's so hard. If this was just like a suburban street, like so many of these pieces of information would be so much more meaningful. Like, why would someone be out at that time? And you know what I mean? But and then in this situation, because it's a college, it's like it just isn't as weird. I mean, if he followed that girl, like legit followed her, then yeah, that would be weird. But I've seen girls, like friends of mine, even who would think they're being followed. Meanwhile, someone's like way back behind them, and he's not following her at all. You know what I mean? Like that happens.
Yeah.
To
No,
everybody.
They just took the same turn as you did, or something like that. You're not getting followed, so it's hard to figure out how serious you should take stuff like that. There's basically no way of telling.
all right. So you want to watch the whole part or?
I just want to, I just want to see that. Look again. Well, how long does he talk for? I don't even know.
So which part? Like just where he puts his arm around her, or like hold on.
Yeah, I think it's at the end where
For
Steve
coming here today.
finishes speaking.
Yeah.
And we want to thank.
Where is it? What the heck? I'm confused.
Bugs
'Cause
everyone.
I don't see.
And it stuck because it was appropriate.
He's not even by her right now.
Kaylee really looked like a perfect combination, like 50-50 of her mom and her dad.
I don't know where it is. I don't know why it doesn't look like. Yeah, you think so? It didn't look like she.
I want to thank you guys all for coming here today. This is the
I mean, I know
Gonzalez
it's
family.
during this.
We got Jack up here, and
So
I
it should
wanna
be a little
thank,
after this, I think. They looked over
Xana's
there and
family
said,
for putting this
Jack up
together. I
here.
didn't have to pick up the phone. I didn't have to write an email. I didn't have to do anything. And I know that an event like this large with all these things took a lot of people, and they volunteered their time. And we want to thank who you know, if
You
were a
want
part of
to
this. I can't say everyone.
explain though what you think, or no? You want to wait till it shows it?
I would like to see it again, but
Okay. Yeah, we could wait. Do you want to explain? So Jimmy, there's a few people keep asking why that they're confused why people are still thinking it was Jack D.
I think the main reason is because he's Kaylee's ex, which I think that's a
Motive.
yeah. I mean, it's not crazy to focus on him for that reason. And then this in particular is it seems like her dad gives him some kind of a look at the end of this, and it is a little weird and awkward. So my theory with this though is that so this family from the beginning in all their interviews and stuff like that, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, that they definitely from the very start they've mentioned a lot of things and used a lot of language that like shows that being strong and like tough is very important to them. Almost to a point where it's like I'm kind of questioning like why, I you know how you have like those friends where you're like, all right, it's okay if you need help, it's okay if you're sad, like let yourself be that way. You don't have to be so tough. Like they seem like those types of people. There's a big emphasis on, he was saying on the early on one of the first times he spoke on the news, he was saying like, I'm not afraid of this guy. Here's my address. He could come to me. And I understand that mentality a lot. I would feel very similarly. But then even the mom has said stuff about the daughter for sure said stuff about like they definitely come across as they seem to want to come across as being strong and tough, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's how their family is though. So I think that they might have agreed like or talked about like not wanting to be like the sad family that's crying and poor us, our daughter got killed and whatever. And then they go up on stage and Jack just goes and hugs the mom like right there. And then the dad looks at him like, dude, what are you doing? Because they don't do any of that.
I see. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Because his look looks more like a come on. Not like a you killed my daughter.
Yeah.
Also, I
Oh.
think like based on what we've heard from this guy, from the dad, from Steve Goncalves, and what kind of person he likely is, if he was up on that stage in proximity of, if he really felt that Jack D brutally murdered his daughter, almost like his two daughters too, because he knew Maddie so well, I think we'd be getting more from him than that one little look. I think he would practically not be able to stand next to Jack.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want him up there with him. Yeah, if they
I
really
don't think
thought
he'd
that. You're
physically
right.
be able to. I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
he'd
They
look
invite him
nervous, he'd be
up
sweating, he'd be
there
looking
with.
over, he'd be
Yeah, so why would he be like that? You're right. That would make no sense because even said we have Jack up here, like they're welcoming him up there with the family. So then why would he be giving him a dirty look like, you're the killer? No, you're right. That wouldn't even make any sense. Just don't have him up there with you then if he thinks that. Right? I would, if you thought that if he really thought that he killed the daughters, you wouldn't want him up there on the same stage with you.
and even if he did like to try to, somehow make him feel like they're not onto him or any of that stuff, I still feel like
Yeah,
we
that's
would be,
true.
but we would be able to see him struggling way more up there
Okay.
because it would be like physically hard for him to pretend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And he
true.
doesn't seem to be doing that. It's just he gives him one look that seems like he's a little annoyed at something. It seems like he's annoyed at him for hugging the mom for whatever reason. And the only reason why I could think of is that whole image that they're putting forward about being, strong and tough, and they don't almost like they don't want too much sympathy or something.
Hey, Stacy, Silva, what's up? What's up? Hey, Journey. Yeah, that's true, Journey. Wait, I had a comment on Charlie. I hope you're just joking around. Zavgirl made Jack D the killer. Yeah, I'm the one that made him the killer. No, that's been going around way before me. I didn't even, he wasn't even on
She
my
doesn't
radar.
even she
There was
doesn't even think it's Jack D.
I never thought it was. Everybody else was saying it. And I'm like, nah. So he was on everybody's radar way before mine. But now, he is on my list now, but I'm definitely not the one that made him. Not the one that started that. But yeah, he's definitely on the list. Both Jacks, I feel like possible, and maybe like a random. I do think it's a good possibility. It's somebody that we haven't even talked about yet, that nobody's talked about. Nobody knows yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you. Shout it louder for the ones at the back. Oh,
Say what?
super chat.
Oh, oh, thanks. Shout it louder for the ones at the back. Oh, thank you.
Susan Russo says mom didn't take the hug from her son when he tried. Really? See, but that would make me think that they had some kind of agreement where they're like, we're not going to be that sad family that everyone feels sorry for.
Wait, say that again.
Susan in chat said mom didn't take the hug from her son when he tried. I didn't see that, but if that did happen, that would makes me think even more so that they wanted to present themselves a certain way and not as that grieving family that everyone feels sorry for. And They want to go up there and look strong and not be like weeping all over each other. Some people are just like that, and I know people like that, and I feel like this family is like that. So Debbie says people are making this harder than what it really is. Ellie knows who it is and are building enough evidence. Yeah, I'm sure you're right, but they're going to do that whether we talk about it or not. So what we're doing is just discussing something that's of interest to us, because there's a killer on the loose. We care about these kids. We care about their family getting justice, so we're talking about it. It's not interfering in any way with what law enforcement is doing.
Oh, hey,
I'm
Laura.
sure they're doing a good job.
Yeah, but what if, Laura, what if that's the whole thing? We all think that the reason that Ethan and Xana were killed is because they probably ran into him and they saw it. You know what I'm saying? I think they were just what is it called? Like they weren't planned, and he had to kill both of them, Maddie and Kaylee, because they were sleeping together. So that makes sense. But then I think Ethan ran into him or whatever. They saw him, so he had to kill them. Whoever it was had to kill him, and that wasn't the plan. That they didn't want to kill him, but they had to because they saw him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Ethan woke up, he saw him, and then maybe Xana came out, or however it happened. So I don't think that was a plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think there was a motive to kill Xana and Ethan either. But sometimes things happen, and you have to, you know. So I don't know though.
But I know they said perplexed that they were killed in their beds. I don't know. That only came from that coroner lady, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if 3 out of 4 of them were killed in their beds. I wouldn't be surprised if she said they were killed in their beds. Coming from her.
Thanks, Jaja. Yeah, but the thing is like they were saying that the rumor is that like Ethan might have been not in his bed. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe by the door, or wait, was that what you were just
TT saying?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
she
just
said.
reading the chat.
That's right. She said it came from police, so that's different. Then I would believe it more if it came from the police, but still.
Yes, that's a good word. I was trying to think collateral damage. Yeah, something like that. That's so Laura, what do you think? You think it's just like a serial killer? Because I don't think whether it be like, okay, if it is random, but if it is somebody with a motive, then it wouldn't make sense to call for it. So there has to be a reason because somebody ran into him or they saw it. You know what I'm saying? That they woke up or whatever. Unless if it is just some random person that just wanted to kill. But I just don't think it
generation. Sorry to interrupt. Millennials generation. We read it in the beginning of this live, so you could go back and see it if you want. But we did address that. Kind of crazy, huh?
Oh, and that's another good thing. I'm glad you brought that up about the text. That's another reason where I feel like Jack is on my radar, because those like they try to text him, all right before, and he didn't answer. So that makes me wonder. I don't know. Maybe that's not. I mean, you could look at it either way, that he was just sleeping or that he could have left his phone there.
So Holly, what we're doing is we're just discussing the case right now, like as a whole. So we're referencing things from further back also, in addition to at least some of the things that are more up to date right now. But if you do want to share something in chat, feel free. I'd love it.
What is something new, Holly? We're just kind of like going over. I didn't know there was like a bunch of new stuff going around.
A lot of the new stuff is very like wishy-washy. It's not confirmed. Like, it's not,
what
it's like, is this the Hyundai Elantra? Like that stuff,
Yeah, and I already showed some screenshots and stuff of that stuff. There's that Honda, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think there's really, we went over the Adam. I mean, we could go over the Dylan, that car. So that's some of the new stuff, I feel like.
Did
Oh,
you guys? Yeah, you're gonna say the
what?
same thing as me. What? No,
That
what were you
lady?
gonna say? Yeah,
Yeah, did you guys hear about the professor that is suing the that
the
tarot card
tarot card
TikTok
reader.
user? Let's watch. Yeah, I got a video about that. Let's watch that real quick.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't heard, there's a TikTok. They're calling her a web sleuth. She really isn't. She's a tarot card reader. Um, and so I saw someone on Twitter brought her to my attention a few days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. And I saw some of her earlier stuff where she was saying she came up with this theory that's very random, that she got from her tarot cards apparently. And I saw some of her videos, but she was still saying like allegedly or like I think this lady killed the students or whatever. But then apparently more recently, she's relentlessly churning out these TikTok videos where she's like announcing with a lot of conviction that this, what is it, a professor at the school
Mm-hmm.
killed the students, and she's just like referring to this lady like as the killer and like repeating herself saying like, to be clear, blah blah blah, killed these students. And it's like, oh god, no, don't
Yeah,
do that.
I'm gonna
And she's
play it.
really relentless about it. So apparently she's getting sued by that professor, which I honestly think makes a lot of sense in this case because
Yeah, I mean,
man,
I didn't get to watch any of our videos, but A Long Crime put out a video like a few hours ago about it. That if you guys want to watch it, how many of you guys have heard of that? How many of you guys saw that? Here, let me play it.
After she backstabs the killer, she's not gonna live up to her promises for him.
A TikToker and self-proclaimed internet sleuth sued for defamation after she repeatedly claims a University of Idaho history professor is responsible for the murders of 4 students. So how strong is this professor's case?
And I hope that, hold on a second, that's music.
I'm Anjanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime
I think it was a
Sidebar
long crime that got me
Podcast.
last time.
Imagine waking up one day and finding out that there's a TikTok page basically dedicated to calling you a murderer. That
it's a
happened
lot
to
too.
Professor Rebecca
Wow.
Schofield of the University of Idaho. She is a history professor there, and Schofield is suing a woman named Ashley Gillard for defamation after Gillard posted more than 20 videos accusing Schofield of taking part in the murders and having a relationship with one of the victims. Maddie Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were all murdered in an off-campus home on November 13th. Schofield says, to her knowledge, she's never met any of these students, and she's never had any of them in her history classes. Right after the murders, Ashley Gillard started posting TikTok videos about Professor Schofield, claiming that she partnered with someone else to commit these murders. According to Schofield's lawsuit, her lawyer sent 2 cease and desist letters to Gillard, but she didn't stop posting about her and claiming that the professor was involved in the murders. Kermit Roosevelt is a constitutional law expert and a professor at the Penn Carey Law School at the University of Pennsylvania, and he's also the author of The Nation That Never Was, Reconstructing America's Story. Professor Roosevelt, welcome to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me.
What are your thoughts as you look through the TikTok videos that you're seeing on this woman's page?
Well, my main thought is something has gone wrong here. This is a bad situation. It's bad for the professor who is having these accusations made against her. It's also bad for...
Thank you for joining. Aw,
Yay.
thanks. Oh, hey, Michelle. Happy holidays. How are you? Yeah, whatever. Did Jack D ever, not Jack D, Jack S. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. I was going to ask, did Jack S ever, like, come out and speak out or anything? Is he back? But wait, what did that just say about Jack D? Jack D would have some sort of super sociopath to do this, though, wouldn't he? Oh, super.
Yeah, I agree that he would, because he's been with her for so long. He knows the family. Like, no other major red flags came up, I guess, unless they did and we don't know about them. But that's a long time to kind of portray yourself as not dangerous at all and then suddenly do something like this. So I think if he did do it, he would have been like really a psychopath of some sort or something.
I don't know. We're just obsessive, like about Kaylee. That's what I think. I think that it happens. That could happen where he's just like obsessed with him and not like us. Yeah, of course he's not right in the head to be able to do that, but that happens where people become obsessed and like they're already like not mentally stable, maybe. But I don't know if necessarily they would.
But wouldn't that type of behavior have come out in smaller
Yeah,
ways over time?
Maybe that's one of the
Maybe that's
reasons.
why she's breaking up
some
with him.
possessive traits on him. We don't know. How do we know?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Deb K.
No statement. I know, no statements from any of the Jacks. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, wait a minute. Can you send me those? I used to have those, but this was way before I even thought, like at the beginning where I was like, no, he doesn't have anything to, and I don't know. They're somewhere. And I don't know if I ever shared them, but I did see those. Can you send them though? Have you seen those?
Is that the clean up with the rag stuff or something else?
Wait, what?
He sent like pervy things. He commented like pervy things on her social media that people were like pointing out, but to me it just sounded like, I mean, it's like almost shit that I would say, honestly. I wouldn't, it's a little cruder than I would go, but it's just, I didn't
clean
think it was
up with the
deal,
rag. What do you mean?
Like she had like sexy pictures and he was saying like, oh, would anyone have a rag I could clean up with? But if someone else is,
okay.
If they're talking, it sounds like the person in chat might be talking about something else from when they broke up, I guess. That would be different.
Okay. Hi, Maurice.
Hi, Maurice. Good to see
you.
you.
Your comment was cracked me up under my community post. It was, I don't know, it was cute. Well, everybody's liking your laugh. Headphones.
That's good. Thank you. I'm happy because I laugh at like everything. I think everything is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, you have a cute laugh.
Not everything, but pretty much.
Did you? Sister, wait, in social media they could be doing the same for Jack D. No, but I thought it was from before. Can you guys? Let me see if anybody sent me anything. And okay, we'll continue. I'm going to stop this periodically as we're
for the person who's making the accusations, who's subjecting herself to significant legal exposure. So it suggests to me that social media has introduced new dangers in our society, and we should maybe be thinking about ways to mitigate those.
I find that to be an interesting point because I think people don't understand or may not realize, or in some cases may not care, that what you say on social media is the same as you writing it in the newspaper. It's the same as you posting it anywhere or speaking it. This is a forum where somebody's reputation can be damaged. It's almost like TikTok to me is the wild, wild west here. People have gone crazy with this case. Talk to me a little bit about what your responsibilities are as anyone posting on social media.
Well, as you said, it's the same. So communication over social media, communication over the internet, that's real. And I think probably everyone is familiar with the phenomenon where people are less inhibited posting online. They are meaner than they would be normally. They're more extreme. And if you're anonymous and you're just flaming people anonymously, then I guess it's limited. And the harm that can follow is limited. But if you're doing this publicly and you're disseminating your speech to millions of people, potentially.
How many, did she have like millions of views and stuff?
No, I think she had a lot of views.
Really?
I don't think it was that much. I think it's basically her account grew like with this case, I think.
I wonder if TikTok took them down. Are they still up? I mean, because if she's getting sued, I wonder if like they went to TikTok and made her somehow, her lawyer made them take them down. Or
what I saw a few days ago was like someone recording their screen of her TikTok. So I don't even know if it was
because didn't it say, I feel like, didn't the article say that she asked her to take him down and she wouldn't or something like that?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, it's not worth it. Like if she's giving you a chance, she's giving you a
video
chance,
saying that she's not going to cave to the killer and all of this.
Oh my God, are you
I know.
serious?
She's like gung ho. Like she really
Just from tarot
thinks that.
card with no other evidence, just from the tarot cards. Are you freaking
Yeah.
serious?
I
Wow.
want to know how she got to that lady. Like obviously the tarot cards aren't going to like tell her a name. So like how did she go? I want to know how, just for entertainment's sake, like
Yeah.
how did she get to this poor lady and come up with that whole
Wow.
thing of that she was like sleeping with Kaylee or whatever? But like how did she go through like the website, the Idaho University website, and like ask the cards like which picture? Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
so it was Kaylee that the person was sleeping with?
Yeah, so she
I don't
said,
know.
yeah.
Okay. Or that she said. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You could be causing
focus
massive
on that lady
reputation.
though, is what I'm saying. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, go
I
ahead.
have no idea. I wonder. She probably did go to the year. I don't know. Who knows how she did it? Because didn't the lady said she didn't even have him in class, right?
Yeah.
Harm, and the things that are being said on these TikToks are certainly defamatory. There are allegations
Oh my
of involvement in a crime and allegations of professional misconduct. So there's a potential for very serious reputational harm. And then, as I said, you can't just say that about someone if it's not true. And I know of no evidence suggesting that it is true. So there's very significant potential defamation liability for the speaker here, too.
I think it's important that we note this isn't just accusing Professor Schofield of murder. She is saying that she was romantically involved with one of the victims. Professor Schofield says that's not true. I've never met these people. To my knowledge, I've never met them. I've never had them in one of my history classes. What does the professor have to prove here in order to win this case?
Well, this is a matter of public concern. Obviously, the public is very interested in this case. So it's not the best case for a defamation plaintiff. But Professor Schofield is a private individual. She hasn't inserted herself into this controversy. She's not a public figure. So constitutionally speaking, she could recover on a mere showing of negligence. So she has to show that the statements are false, that they are defamatory, they injure her reputation, and that the speaker was negligent in not learning that they were false and in expressing them anyway.
What I think is interesting about this is that there are commenters on some of these videos who say, "Where are you coming up with this stuff?" And it almost seems like this Ashley is obsessed with this idea and she is convinced that it's true. In my viewing of some of these TikToks, I'm astounded at how many there are and the ways she's discussing this and justifying her position. And I wanted to ask you too, you were saying that the professor is a private individual, which I find interesting because if she were a public figure, it would be a higher bar, of course. You'd have to prove actual malice, but there's no argument to be made as a university professor that you were in some way, shape, or form a public figure.
No, she's not a general public figure, and she's not a limited purpose public figure either. So if she had inserted herself into this controversy and said, I know who the murderer is, and then someone else had said, actually, I think it's you, maybe she'd be a public figure for that purpose. But as far as I know, she was just trying to stay out of this. She didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Queen Elizabeth.
Merry Christmas.
It was a CNN interview from a couple of weeks ago, but when asked about Jack D, the reactions are totally different. Wait, what are you talking about, Sam Ann? She's still out there. I can't believe she's still doing it today. Did you see that
That's
one?
what's
Like
so
she's still
crazy.
dude, that's just not even be smart. Like what? Man. Entire office is giving me anxiety. I know. Wait, is it? Took the dog. Wait, maybe Jack took the dog when they were out. He would have no axe.
I actually want to, if we have time, but it's up to you. We could do it another time. I have questions about the dog still.
Okay. I mean, as you saying, you have like if we have time to do what? Ask questions?
Yeah. I'm curious what chat thinks.
Go ahead. You could ask. Why
Oh.
not? I don't know.
I just can't. I still, for the life of me, can't figure out why the killer, whoever it may be, would not also kill the dog. As funny as that is, to hear those
So
words
does
coming
that
out of my mouth. I'm glad the
point
dog
you to
wasn't killed.
Jack then? Is that make
I
you
don't
think more like
know.
Jack because it's Jack's dog too?
I don't know. And then
Oh,
I
but he was
thought
in a
for
different
while,
room though. That makes sense. They said the dog, supposedly the dog was in a different room with a closed, maybe the door was closed, so maybe they didn't even encounter the dog. So why would they kill the dog?
wait, crap. Hang on one second. My
Okay.
headphone died.
I don't think that they would have killed a dog, right?
Hang on one second.
Carden, who are you talking about to be quiet? I'm confused. Oh, saying you're silly. Yeah, I wonder if he's the one that put him in a room. The dog, maybe. Because from the way they worded it, it almost sounds like the dog may have been in a room with another room with the door closed. So I wonder if the killer just put him in the room to keep him out of the way. I could see, even if the dog was he did see the dog, I could see why maybe the person wouldn't have killed the dog. Because I feel like there are probably people that would kill people but not want to kill a dog. You know? No, I don't, LR. Why are you even saying that? I acknowledge just random people. It has nothing to do with paid or not, but I do acknowledge if somebody donates or does a super chat, yes, I'm going to thank them because it's a gift. I have to thank them for giving me a present, okay? So yeah, but no, it's not a necessity. So
All right. Sorry, my
all right.
headphone passed away.
Passed away. Oh.
So if the dog was in another room, so if you're I just don't it's weird. It's a weird thing to say because I love dogs so much, but I don't understand how that killer would kill the people and not kill the dog too. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just it's such a brutal murder and I feel like it's done in a way where he wants people to freak out after, like in their sleep. He killed them as they were sleeping. Like, I think there's like a shock value done intentionally there. I just can't see him not killing the dog. And if the dog was in a different room, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time like picturing exactly what happened there. And then I saw some people were saying, so do we know what Kaylee actually texted Jack, what she was saying about the dog? I think her sister said that night she was texting him saying we have a dog together or something. Is that what she said?
I don't know. Wait, what? I didn't know what no, I don't know. What about what she said? We share a dog or what?
Hang on. The first one with the other two girls. Now they said the dog was in another room. Yeah, they keep changing like where the dog was. I think that's probably why I'm so confused about it, is I keep hearing different things. But when her family was talking about how they stand behind Jack D, and that Kaylee was, I think it was her mom talking, Kaylee was going to marry him and they loved each other and all of that. It's either the mom or the sister had said, like she had said, I think they said she sent him a text that night saying like, come on, we have a dog together. We share a dog.
Yeah, I don't think it's not. I honestly do not think it's weird though that the killer didn't kill the dog. Think about it. Some people would be able to kill a person and they wouldn't want to kill a dog. It's not even on their radar. Like, I don't think that's weird. I think it's more rare when they do kill the animals, to be honest, when they kill people. Think about how many murderers there's dogs in the house a lot of the times. They don't always just kill the dog. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I think it's more rare that they do, in my opinion. But anyway, so I'm just thinking that was a delayed reaction there. But go ahead. What were you saying? So, okay, the text message. So she tried to call him. They both tried to call a bunch. Like, why were they calling him though? That's just so many times, both of them. I know somebody said like, "Oh, that's normal," or he said something like, "It's normal." They called just to tell me random things. But if they're okay, so they're broke up. They call. Both of them try to call him a bunch, and now okay. So the text said something about a dog. You said, "Did I go ahead?" What were you saying about that now?
So they're saying in chat that it was her mom, right? So that her final text was, "We share a dog," or something like that. But also I think, so if the dog is in another room, wouldn't you be worried that the dog would be like barking and like just as someone coming in and hearing, like if you ever taken a dog and put him in the other room or something, or locked him out of your bedroom when you're sleeping, and someone comes home, they're like, "Oh, someone's here," right?
Wait.
So even if it was in another bedroom,
Okay.
wouldn't it be going crazy at hearing someone like walking around? Not because it thinks something's going wrong, but just because it's a dog.
Oh. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe it didn't. I mean, I don't know if it
I
did.
just can't piece it together. I don't know.
Unless if it was Jack, and then that would make sense. But I don't know. And yeah, that's another thing. Why didn't Jack call back? Like he never called back. Now, did he call back in the morning? What time did he? If he was already in bed, okay. What time did they? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was there a call back at all in the morning or anything before they found out? I wonder. But yeah, I don't know, Julie. I don't know if that dog was a normal barker. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Like, I remember when people were saying, like, initially that the dog didn't bark to wake up the roommates or whatever, like that way back, and they were saying that means it's Jack D, and I was like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. But now I think that maybe I'm thinking along those lines now.
Yeah. Hey, Carden. Okay, what are we behind? What is the new stuff? Go ahead. We're open. That's why I'm reading chat. You want to bring up some new stuff? Put it in chat. We'll talk about it. Fill us in. What's the new stuff, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I mean,
come on,
keep
buddy.
going on. Let's hear. I'm willing to talk about anything. I even said at the beginning of this, I am behind. I've been sick. I was on vacation. I've been sick. I just wanted to do a live and catch up with you guys, and I haven't done one in so long. I just wanted to check in with you guys, and hopefully you guys could help fill me in on some stuff. I'm honest. I know I'm behind. I never said I wasn't.
And it's actually, believe it or not, it's okay if someone's a little behind.
I know.
Some of these cases.
I know. It was either me not doing a live for another probably week until I could get better or just checking in with you guys, seeing what's going on. You guys fill me in, help me out, and catch me up a little bit. I mean, I think I wanted to chat, whatever. But I mean, I'm open. I just don't think there has been a ton of new stuff. But let's see. Watch Enan's fire video. Okay, well, I don't think Inan has anything to do with it, but okay, what fire video?
That's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's like new, and it's really not really much of anything.
Yeah, we watched that one Enan's video, and people were bored with it. So
yeah, and then he plays something new that's like nothing, and everyone's like, "Why are you playing this?" So, everyone in chat, tell us how cold it is where you are right now. What's the temperature outside? Who's in the negatives?
Thanks, Maurice.
-4, 3 degrees. -43 in Florida. Wow.
Thanks, lady.
-30 something.
Thanks, Wendy.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're in negative something, I think. Hold on, let me see.
Not -30 though.
No, who's -30?
Mendy Harris is winning so far.
Whoa. Yeah, maybe we should just do our
God
wind
bless
down.
his
Is there
Lulu.
anything else you want to bring up about the case, or should we just start winding down here?
I think we could start winding down. You said you wanted to do a short one because you're still not feeling so great.
Yeah, guys. So like I said, I apologize. We're -3 here in Canton.
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 Sandy Gantz is 51. Don't hate me.
Oh my God, where are you at, Sandy? Woody Wood, 75. Where are you at?
Wind chill doesn't count, people.
Yeah, don't do the wind chill. Just wow, -30 with wind chill in Ohio. That's me. I'm in Ohio. Where are you at in Ohio,
Wind
Sarah?
chill doesn't count.
I know, but it does. It's so windy
Ohio
here,
is
though.
literally-
It does when you're out there. It counts. Gosh
Yeah,
darn
but
it.
you could also
No,
count if
I
you
know.
take your clothes off. It feels colder. You don't say it's 32 degrees and 5 degrees with the no clothes.
Yeah, but it's so windy here. That's the thing. But it's so. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
like
windy here
you
too,
would
actually.
like it does count if you're like planning on being outside. Like you would not. You'd be like, nope. So let's say you're saying, oh, -3 or -30 wind chill. Like you would say, like if you were maybe considering it, once you hear the -30 wind, you'd be like, nope, sorry, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you, yeah, I guess so. I don't know, I assume it's going to be colder when the wind blows.
But
Are they
it's
still
really
doing
windy.
that thing where they say like the temperature is 70, but it feels like 63 or whatever? I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what is
So
that?
it's like, what the heck?
It feels like this? Like, according to who? What lucky
Oh, it's
intern got to stand
okay.
outside and come back in and be like, I don't know, 63?
Dragonfly. Oh, it's okay. I understand. Oh, I'm sorry you lost your job. Wow, that sucks. Get on unemployment. If you got fired, get on that unemployment. Oh, hey, Hope Rains. Chat monsters. Happy holidays. Oh yeah, Juliet's a new mod. Welcome, new mod. Did we do that earlier? Or we
What,
welcomed
mention
you as
it?
a new mod? Yeah, I don't know. Did
No.
we? Oh, I forgot. See, it's different because you're up here with me, so I forgot.
Yeah, I'm blue now.
She's a new mod now, guys.
I am from New York, Charlie. New York City.
Dixie, yeah. Yep, New York.
70s next weekend in Louisiana.
I thought you do get an unemployment when you're fired. If you quit, you don't. I thought if you were fired as one of the. Yeah, are you sure about that? Isn't that right,
Deanna
Julia?
Joe feels like 7 according to it's too subjective for me. Yeah, if you get fired, you get unemployment, I think, right?
Yeah, it's if you quit, you can't get it. Tam, thank you. Man. Well, I know. I'm just saying for now, like you get fired until you could find another job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive. Akron. Oh, you're in Akron. Oh, dude, you're right by me. I'm in Canton. Well, yeah. So we're neighbors. Wow, I didn't know you're in Akron. Cool. If you're fired, they can't fight it. It's laid off that you get it. Yeah, but I mean, they could fight it, but you could probably most likely get it. It depends on, but I think it's worth a shot. I think you have a good chance.
Liberty Nah says
What?
Feels like 75 next to my fire. All right, show off. It feels like. But what is it really next to your fire? 82? Feels like 75?
Oh, you're in Medina, allegedly, Annie? Wow. We have a lot of Ohioans.
You do have a lot of Ohio for some reason. It's really weird, actually.
And now I'm noticing a lot of New York, but I feel like because now I'm paying attention more to different, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're in New York. I don't know but no, there are a lot of Ohioans. When I first started, though, I feel like there wasn't. And in the last, I would say a year, there's been a lot that's been coming, I feel like. Or maybe there always has, and I just didn't know. Who freaking knows?
I feel like I'm always seeing Ohio.
Yeah. Well.
Jimmy's from Belgium. Wow.
It was my GP neglect of care. I have a better idea. Money to come visit you and My Zeke and your mama and grandma, I feel like they are part of my family.
Aw.
Aww. Wait, where are you at, Dragonfly, again? I know I should know this. Remind me where you're at. Look at your little... Is that a dragonfly, right?
It's so
Face?
cute.
Oh, thanks,
Wow.
Fruity Pebbles. I was going to say, I've been meaning to say, I love your name, Fruity Pebbles. It makes me want some Fruity Pebbles.
Especially the picture right next to
And I
it.
like the colors, too. You know what I'm saying? All the colorful colors.
No, of
They're
course you
very...
do. It's like tie-dye cereal, practically.
Yeah. Oh, Elyria. My sister used to live in Elyria. Yeah, Cleveland. You guys got the what is it called? The lakeside, like the what do they call that? Where it's always worse right there. You're from
Wind chill.
Canton? Wind chill. Oh, you're silly.
Design rhythm. Me too. Like every now and then I have these moments where I'm like, wow, that's crazy that we could do that.
Yeah.
Like I get used to it and then I like realize like, wait, that's really insane.
It is. It's really cool.
It's awesome.
Thanks,
Sweden.
Carmen.
No Man of God is from Sweden. Lake effect, Queen Elizabeth said.
What is this comment all about? I don't get it.
AIDS?
Yeah, like who? What, LR? Lake effect. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, lake effect. Is that what I said earlier? I feel like I did. I don't get it. Wait, did Dragonfly ever say, did you ever say where you lived? But thank you for joining. I don't even know if I thanked you. I was stuck on your colorful Fruity Pebbles. Ontario. Okay. I'm on Ontario disability, was making 30 an hour when I got the news about my disease. Pay cut I get without my I get without my working 12. That's right. You were that's right, because you've been in and out of the hospital there for a while. And how are you doing, Dragonfly?
Juju drops his happy Christmas Eve from the UK. That's right, you're in the future. Happy Christmas Eve.
Lakeside. Oh, I said Lakeside. Lake effect. Okay, I'll say. Well, you guys knew what I meant. Hey, Kelsey. Yo, Zaf.
Aw, Journey. 17 years is good.
Wait, what? Where?
Journey says, I lost my dog Max December 1st. This is his profile picture. He lived nearly 17 years old. He lived near, I think 17 years old. It's like my son, yeah.
I'm glad you have your other two sons or your other two dogs. I don't know if they're sons. I'm glad you have your other two dogs to help.
Yeah, 17 is great though. Good.
Yeah, he lived a good
job.
life. Look at his cute little face.
Yeah, he is cute.
Oh, I got to meet Juliet's little Luke. Oh my God, her cat is so freaking cute.
Yeah, he
By the
is.
way, yeah.
My son Luke.
God,
he's a mushy
so
boy.
Cute. He's like the cutest cat I've ever met. The most cuddly cat that I've ever met. Well, I haven't met many cats, but I swear he's awesome.
Are you gonna put the picture of you and him up on whatever you do? For the members only.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put the picture. Yeah, I'm gonna put all of them pretty. Well,
he was loving up on her.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. God, I can't wait for you to meet Zeekster.
I know. I feel like I met him already. It's crazy.
What? Wait, why? What do you mean?
I don't know. I've just seen so many videos and stuff.
Oh, okay. Luke,
yeah,
I am your mother. Yeah, I know. I kept wanting to say I'm your father for some reason. Just go, Luke, I am your father. I keep wanting to say that because when you say his name, but that's cute.
Eli Faust says 4 dead in Idaho. Yep.
Yeah, because it's like, what?
Someone in chat said
because it's like 4 dead in Ohio. It's that song, but instead they're doing it in Idaho.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah,
it's from the Kent State, like the place that I actually graduated, the college I graduated from, on that campus is. You never like where they got, I don't know. I can't even think right now to tell the story.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a song that they made about it. Anyway. That just made me sound really stupid.
No, I got. At least you explained it something. I thought he was just like really bad at updating people on things. Neil Young.
Anyway. It's a really good song. Thanks, Eli Faust. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad I ended up doing it because I was gonna wait till after Christmas because I just haven't been feeling good. I'm like, oh no, this was like a struggle to just get motivation, and then finally I'm like, I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Like, keep it short. So I'm glad I did. I really am. So thanks for
chatting.
Oh, another one? Betty Boo, you're from Canton?
We gotta, at some point when we have a lot of people in chat, you need to like straight up just ask everyone, like whoever's from Ohio, hit
Do
one,
what?
because I feel like it's a lot of people.
Yeah, or I could do a poll. No, yeah, I would.
Something, because there's really a lot, and it's strange.
What would be the best way to do it? I wonder, to get out like a good accurate. Because if I just hit one, I mean, I could just look at it, or I could
just look at it. You have to just look at it.
Like,
would you look at that?
Oh, that's funny. That's perfect, huh? Oh, Elizabeth. Yeah, isn't Juliet the best?
Oh,
she's the best, huh?
Who said that? Someone said.
No, I just said it.
Oh,
yeah, she just said. No, she didn't say that. But what did she say? Hold on. What did you say? It was just like, hi. No, she said hi, YouTube ladies or something, and I just said, "Isn't Juliet the best?" I don't know. Did that not make sense? This is what she said.
Really,
glad
but
to
I'll take it.
Right here. Glad to see you two sweet girls together. And then that's what I said.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I want Fruity Pebbles now. All right. You wanted to wrap it up, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Have a good one, everybody. I'll probably not.
Good night, folks.
After Christmas. Oh, have a good Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, have a good Christmas and happy Hanukkah to anyone celebrates Hanukkah. We're in it right now.
Yeah, hopefully I'll do a live hopefully this next after Christmas and before New Year's, hopefully. And yeah, send me things though. If you guys have any interesting things about this case, send it to me. Catch me up a little bit because I'm behind, I know. So all right. Bye guys.
How dare you? Good night.
Night.